Okay, let's look at the meetings tab on Sakai. So inside your course, on the left-hand side here, you should see something that says meetings. If it's not there, you would go and click on Site Info, Manage Tools, and scroll down and find meetings. Click on it and click Continue. I'm going to click Cancel since I got it already. Then you're going to go into the Meetings tab. The first time you go into it, you won't see this. Let me give you an example of what you would see. You'll see this. Please define tool permissions before using this tool. So that comes up every time. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the permissions button and decide who gets what permission. So let me go back here. Okay, so you can go through and decide what instructors, teaching assistants, and students can do. In all honesty, I would just give the first two everything. For students, you at least want to do participate in meetings, and you want to be able to view recordings. You might want to consider letting them create meetings, edit their own meetings, delete own meetings, and this is view recordings, edit own recordings, delete own recordings, and these are just view extended formats. I'm not sure what it means. In case we'll end up using these for some sort of assessment purpose, then they could create recordings here, supposedly for free, and you're going to click Save. This save thing takes forever. Like all of these sites, I'm still doing it. It's still busy saving, and I probably did this half an hour ago. So do this the day before you need to use this tab, because it takes a long time. Once you've done it the first time, you can see here it's quick, but that first initial permissions takes forever. Then I go back to meetings. You'll have no meetings here. You're going to click on Create Meeting and give it a useful title. I must admit, you saw there 2 general meetings. Yeah, I've been quite lax about meetings so far, but let's pretend that it's Lecture 1, Play Tectonics. Okay, you could give a description. Recording, I do want to record it. It doesn't happen automatically. I'll show how you record it. Wait for moderator. This means students cannot enter until you are there. I don't think it's worth it. What happens if you're late? Just let the students go in, they can chat with each other. So I'm taking this off. You can preload a presentation. I tried this before. I couldn't figure out where to find the presentation, so I'm not going to use this option. I'm sure it's doable and I just missed it. This is a group session. I'm going to add participants. You can see at the moment I'm the moderator and all site members are attendees. So that's this all site members. I can also look at users. These are all the students in the group, and I would click on them maybe if I want to have a one-on-one chat. Group, I've previously defined or split the students up into groups. So I could speak to just those groups or roles. I could speak to the instructors, students, or teaching assistants. You could make multiple, so I could do instructors, click add, and then go back and do teaching assistants and click add, and then delete this all site members. But for now I'm going to stick with all site members. Availability, you can have a start date and a closing date. It's nice, it also adds it to the calendar. For now, I'm going to not do these because if you cannot go into the meeting until the start date occurs. Unlike Teams, where Teams you could go in ahead of time. So I like to leave it off, and then the link is clickable all the time, and I could notify participants here with email. I'm going to click Save, and you'll see it comes up here, Lecture Play Tectonics. It seems to be putting them in alphabetical order. And you can see it says available because I didn't put a start time. So I'm going to click on it. Groups, you could define now the groups, but I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to click here on Join Meeting. You can see here who's in the meeting. It would say numbers, and other people would see one moderator. 0 recordings at the moment. So I click on Join Meeting. Okay, this asks you at the beginning, do you want to use your microphone or you just want to listen? Many of our students keep on clicking on listen only, and then they have to leave the group and come back and click on microphone. So you might want to remind students from the beginning to click on microphone. It does an echo test at the beginning. Hello, hello. Did you hear your audio? Yes, I did. Okay, it tells you stuff along the way. See on the left hand side, public chat is here so people can type. Maybe it's nice if you've got a big class that students rather type questions here and you deal with them when you're ready. Shared notes I haven't really dealt with. Maybe students can take notes. That would be quite cool during the lecture. And then users are listed here. in this main window here, this is what everybody's seeing on their computer. You can see the title. Here's where I'm going to click Start Recording. So don't forget to click on that. I sometimes feel they should just automatically start recording and then ask you if you don't want to record, because how many times are we all going to forget to record? And the users will be displayed up top here. This top right hand button here has got several settings. Main thing is, as moderator, you're the only person that can end this meeting. Everyone else will log out. So just be aware of that. On the screen it tells you about all the stuff that you can do in here. This bottom right hand button, you can start a poll. I haven't used, but it sounds cool. Upload a presentation, share an external video. So I would suggest if you're going to share a video with the PowerPoint with the class, you do it here. There is a button at the bottom here that says share your screen, but I don't know, I keep on getting 1,000 screens within each other. So I would say upload presentation here, browse file. I assumed that the presentation I preloaded would come up here, but I didn't see it. So maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. I suppose I should have got a presentation ahead of time. No. Now I'm just feeling the pressure. Pass the presentation. Let's click on that. It will give you percentages being uploaded. I'll just pause while it uploads. Okay, sorry, that was a very big file, so I've loaded a new PowerPoint, and you're gonna. So it says to be uploaded, and you're going to click on upload, and as you click on upload, you can see the percentage changing. Okay, and so once it's uploaded, it says here converting file to some sort of online format. So again, do this all ahead of time so you have enough time. Okay, and when it's processed, it pops up on the screen here, and you can see at the bottom it says slide number. You could either click here on the slide number. Obviously, please don't load this many slides. I stupidly chose the wrong one. Only load a few slides, 5, maybe 10 at a time. They're going to struggle to focus on their phones, so keep it short. You're going to jump through to the next slide. You can zoom in and out here. A really nice function is if you go on the right hand side here to tools, if I click on this, I could draw a circle around the area that I'm talking about over here to draw the attention to it. Here, this tool here changes the thickness of the line, so maybe I want a much bigger, thicker circle. And you can also change color over here. I can undo here. I can delete or clear all annotations. And okay, and this multi-user whiteboard is really great because you could ask students to show you in this figure here where the most recent lava flow is. And so you can see on the board now it says my name Stephanie. If all your students, or 40 or 80 of them, put their mouse over this picture, it'll show all of their names. Maybe you can ask 1 or 2 to show you, and then they could go and show you over here is the most recent lava flow. And so you can have interactive teaching sessions with them. Maybe you also might want to keep a white slide in and actually draw a figure for them on the board. Obviously I would make this a bit thinner so it doesn't look so messy, and you could draw the volcano for them and the magma chamber below it. So it's just some sort of way of having an interactive presentation with people. Okay, so this is the main thing, and at the end you're going to go here and you're going to click on end meeting. Click yes, okay. And let's see if we go back to the meetings tab. Oh, I suppose I could click up there. Here is recordings. Okay, and I got this before, so I don't actually know if it is recording. So I will check back on this in a day or so. Like maybe it just takes time for the recording to show you, or maybe you have to switch the recording off before you end the meeting. I will play around with that. So that's just how to get started with this meetings tab.